Hey kids, welcome back to another rousing edition of Love in the Time of Quarterbacks. First things first, we'll go over last week, and I really hope you guys listen to my advice and follow me on the Twitter. My picks last week were not ideal. They were my official picks were only 1-3 as far as the video picks, but I did go 2-1. On my picks on Twitter. I gave you Kansas City and the Bills. The Bills was an in-game plus 10.5. I also gave you Arizona. I really thought that was a good spot for them with those players out, and I really thought that they were the better team. But the Rams seem to confound me this year. Early on, I made some money off them, and then they've kind of crushed me a little bit. So last week overall, we were 3-4 plus 0.96 units on the year. That puts us at 41-28 and up 19.36 units. Again, if you follow me on Twitter, I gave you Kansas City this Thursday for 2 units. So that's a nice early win to book a 2-unit win. I'm not going to give official plays this week on here. Again, follow me on Twitter at CPT_handsome, at CPT_handsome. And if I have official plays, I got a bunch of leans I'm going to tell you about. I'm going to tell you about the teaser legs that I like. So if I have official plays, a lot of times they're quick. A lot of times, you find out something and you want to grab it before the line moves. So my recommendation is to follow me on Twitter at Captain Handsome, at CPT_handsome. But before too long, I'm going to go over the leans that I have. So I like the Cleveland money line. I got it at plus 130. It's at plus 100. I got it before they moved the game. My rationale is I don't care about Baker. I didn't care about Baker initially. I don't care about. I didn't care when they were playing the backup. I don't know why his name is escaping me. I feel horrible about this. The cat who had that great season with Minnesota, and I feel terrible that I can't remember his name and that he signed with Denver for too much money. Anyways, doesn't matter because he's not playing either, or probably isn't playing either. But I don't think Nick Mullins is much of a downgrade from either of them. Y'all know I don't feel that great about Baker. My rationale is if Wyatt Teller and Jedrick Wills play, I think they're going to smash them, and you can still get plus 100 at Bodog. Most of, specifically the square books, except for Bodog apparently, have already moved to Cleveland like -2 because the game was delayed and they think the players will be back. So if that's a play you like, I would probably jump on it now. Like I said, I jumped on it when it was plus 130, figuring if Teller and Wills play, they'll be able to run the ball really well, and I just don't think that the Raiders are very good. I also like the Pittsburgh money line, plus 100. Again, this is one of those plays that, like, if nobody goes out, if nothing crazy like that happens, I just think the Titans' offense is so bad that I think Pittsburgh should probably win this game. Tomlin as a dog does really well. Tomlin as a dog at home does even better. I just think there's a lot of trends that are really in Pittsburgh's favor. Pittsburgh defense is really good. The Titans' offense has been putrid. Tannehill can't find Julio Jones even when he's wide open. And so, I mean, it's not even about A.J. Brown. It's so much about Derrick Henry. And, like, everyone's like, oh, well, they'll be able to. No, they won't. Derrick Henry is that important to that offense. And so I like the Pittsburgh money line for plus 100. This one I probably would play right away. I'm not pushing anything because guys could still come up today and all of a sudden, oh, he's got COVID. He can't play. So to be safe, I'd wait on everything basically until tomorrow. I also really like Cincinnati plus 3. You can currently get it -110 at 365. I just think that they're better. I don't really like the Broncos at all. I've said for a long time, I think the Broncos are a bad football team. If you give me the option of Joe Burrow versus Teddy Two Gloves, I mean, it's not even a question. The Broncos D has been better, but Cincinnati can score. The funny thing about this game is that if you look at their their PFF numbers, they're basically even. Like Cincy's offense ranks where Denver's defense ranks, and Denver's offense ranks where Cincy's defense ranks, which tells me this line should be a lot closer to Pick'em. And in a pick'em, I'm always going to take the points and the better quarterback. And if I can get both of those at the same time, I'm absolutely going to take them. So I like Cincy +3. I played this early. Like, I loved it right away. I jumped on it right away. And I have since added. I really do think that Cincy is going to smash them. I don't love Riley Reif being out, and I believe he is not going to play. That's the only thing that gives me a bit of pause because I as I've said for years, if you followed me on here for years, I love Riley Reif. So, and I think he's been very good for their offensive line. The last one, my last lean is Green Bay -5.5. Obviously, this line is going to be really different if Lamar Jackson plays. And I probably like it even more if Lamar Jackson plays and that line moves. I mean, with the hype that he gets, I think that line, because it's in Baltimore, will move to probably 2.5. I think Lambjack will move at 3 points. So I definitely wouldn't play this right now. I would wait and see, because I think if Lamar Jackson is ruled out, I think maybe it goes to 6.5. I don't think it goes higher than that. And yeah, I mean, then you got great teaser options there too. Currently -5.5, -110 at Bodog. I do like that. If you can get it -5.5 after Lambjack is if he's ruled out, I would absolutely play that. I think it's a great play. Teaser legs I like this week. I love Cincinnati +3, moving them either to 9 or 10 with a 6 or a 7 point teaser for the reasons I already mentioned. I love Miami -9.5, moving them to -2.5. Almost the entire Jets offensive line is out. And that's one of the units that isn't horrible on the team. So I think that it's going to be a monster advantage for a Miami team that's very aggressive and loves to rush the passer against a very young passer who's he's a bit of a gunslinger, so he'll chuck those balls up. But Miami's secondary is excellent. Missing Javon Holland probably, which I don't love that. I love Javon Holland. I've said it all year. And yeah, they're missing Jalen Waddle, but they've still got Devontae Parker is healthy for at least one snap. Mike Gesicki is Mr. Consistency. And Myles Gaskin's healthy, so they'll be able to dink and dunk with Gaskin anyways. I think it's going to be a big Gaskin game. I also think it's going to be a big Gesicki game. And I think Parker should be able to eat as well. I think Miami's got a reasonable shot of covering 9.5. So if you're moving them 7 points to 2.5, love it. Absolutely love it. San Francisco, you can find them at -9 a bunch of places. Moving that to -2, I think is just a no-brainer. San Francisco has gotten better. I hate them. I hate them because Miami has their pick. I actually don't hate the San Francisco 49ers at all, but this year I found myself aggressively cheering against them because Miami has their pick. So moving that from -9 to -2, if you're even doing a 6.5 to move it to 2.5, works for me. And if you're doing a 6-pointer, I like moving Green Bay from -5.5 to +0.5 point. Or if that line moves up, you can include it in a 6 or a 7-pointer. I don't see a lot of value in moving it from -5.5 to +1.5. I just don't see any value there. I don't think there's any chance the Ravens win by 1. So I really would only use Green Bay at this point in a 6-pointer. And that's what I have for this week. Again, follow me on Twitter at CPT_handsome, where if I have official plays, I will make them. I did announce, I've been doing a lot more of it the last few weeks. And the truth is I've been more successful on Twitter for the most part that I have on the videos. So make sure you're watching, because I do give out a lot of plays there when I can and when I see stuff that I like and in-game stuff. As always, guys, be safe, be smart. Don't, gamble away your family's Christmas money this weekend because you're going to need it to make your kids happy. Otherwise, guys, I hope you have yourselves a merry little Christmas. I will likely have one video posted before Christmas next week. Yeah, guys, have a great Christmas and be well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, because that's where I will be able to make official plays this week. Guys, take care.